Hey everyone, back again, recording straight off the back of the other one. So I was talking about Open Learn, Open University and skill sets and so forth, and I want to actually talk about why I'm working at a hotel. Because I chose to work at a hotel. It wasn't one of those things where I just go for the first job available. I mean, yes, I did, because I like money. I like being able to eat and afford things. But I like working in hotels. I like being the host, your concierge, a hotelier, so to speak. Because I like being able to provide that level of comfort and security and seclusion for people. I want them to have a good night's sleep. I want to be able to give them a space. And that is what people who work in hotels do, besides being glorified babysitters to drunks. Yeah. It happens. One of the things, though, the reason why I chose to work in a hotel, and I wouldn't say it's the roughest, it's definitely not the classiest around here, but certainly the cheapest in the area, or cheaper than the worst one in the area, in fact. But we get a fair mix of guests for different purposes. During normal times, it'd be about 50% contractors, 50% leisure, families, affairs, people who need a place to stay as they're traveling through. I had a Dutch team of Destruction Derby drivers stay here. That was hilarious. But the reason why I work here is so I can get the experience, get the skills, get the feel of things, on the ground knowledge, and be able to open my own hotel one day. Obviously, it would not be as sparse, shall we say, as this budget hotel, which shall remain nameless. But not too. My hotel wouldn't be so quirky that it'd be like one of those boutique hotels. I just want a nice, charming place, 20, 30 rooms maybe, regular staff, still 24 hours, concierge at least. And maybe just a hint of specialization in 1 or 2 rooms for accountants, because I support the accountant industry. If you don't know, if you think I'm actually referring to accountants, boy, no. But although saying that, I do support accountants. They are very underrated individuals. It's a very underrated industry. We rely on them for our businesses, for our personal lives, our investments, our savings, and everything. So support your accountant and support your local accountant. Because accountants need accountants too, especially if they're busy ones. Okay, enough with that derailment. I'd like to open a hotel. I live in a little seaside town here, so it'd be very kind of dependent on tourism. I would prefer to avoid contractors, not necessarily for any particular reason. I just like to be able to market towards more leisure guests. I'm still undecided about whether to have a little bar, and obviously you'd have to have breakfasts. Dinners, maybe not so much. I wanted to have a meeting room. A very nice kind of meeting room for about 10 to 20 people? At most. Mainly so I have somewhere to play Dungeons and Dragons weekly, or monthly at least, with the or other tabletop games. I could host tabletop games for other people, rent it out. A function room, basically. I'd like to avoid weddings. God. I cannot imagine being a boutique hotel solely booked out for one wedding. God, no. No, 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 no. I've been to those hotels. I've been to weddings like that. No. It'd be worse than a Comic-Con. So yeah, that's why I work in a hotel. That's why I'd like to open my own hotel. If anyone has a 20 to 30 bedroom building in my particular area available, in my seaside town, please let me know, especially if you'd like to give it to me for free or at a very reasonable price. And let me know if you are an accountant who would like to use the facilities available to you. Total privacy and discretion assured. Anyway, on that note, good night.